you guys today, and we're going to talk about some of my favorite games of the week. There are a ton of them, man. There are so many 1 o'clock games today, it doesn't even make any sense. I hope you have NFL Sunday tickets so you can try to watch all these games. But man, the 1 o'clock slate, we got Saints at Cowboys, Buccaneers at Lions, Colts at Packers. We got Jets at Titans, 49ers at the Vikings, Seattle at New England, New York at Washington, Chargers at Carolina, and Cleveland at Jacksonville. A ton, a ton of games. I'm really excited. I think I'm going to go Dallas over New Orleans. That Tampa Bay game, I think, is going to be a lot closer, but Detroit should probably win. And then we got the Colts at Green Bay. I don't think Jordan Love is going to play. He hasn't been completely. Jordan Love is officially inactive. I just saw it on ESPN. Jordan Love is officially inactive for the game today versus the Colts. So I think the Colts easily win this game, guys. I really think they do. What other games we got? We got San Francisco, Minnesota should be fun. Cleveland at Jacksonville. I like the Jaguars in this game too. The Cleveland Browns are pretty banged up. Browns inactives are Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Khalif Halasi, guard Javon Cohen, offensive tackle starter Jedrick Wills Jr., Jack Conklin, the other right tackle. The other tackle's not starting in this game too. Whew, man, I really like the Jaguars in this game, guys. Really like the Jaguars. But these games should be a lot of fun today. We are 1 hour away from kickoff, and I am excited to talk to you guys about some of these games today. I like that Giants-Commanders game. That should be a lot of fun to watch too. Can Daniel Jones top his terrible performance from last week? I do not know. But if he puts in another stinker, guys, I don't know how much longer of a rope he's going to have. We have some really exciting 1 o'clock games. Raiders at the Ravens. I bet pretty big on the Ravens today in a lot of my parlays, so I'm hoping they can come through. The Chargers as well. So we have a lot of games that need to play out for our favor. Our survivor picks are in. We went 2 Baltimore, 2 Chargers, 2 Houston, 2 Kansas City, 1 Colts, and 1 Pittsburgh for week 2. If you want to get all my survivor picks each and every Friday before the weekend slate of games, make sure you check out my memberships for $4.99. I let out all my bets and all my survivor picks each and every Friday. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I like turtles too, man. But yeah, so we have all 10 of our teams going into week 2. The 1 o'clock games, we got, what games do we got? We got Baltimore. Who else do we got? We got the Chargers. They're 2 big of our games. And Houston's the later game. Kansas City plays in the afternoon. We have the Colts. When does Pittsburgh play? Are they later? Yeah, Pittsburgh's later too. Stu Ball Jr., appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning into the live stream. So Jordan Love has just been ruled out. I want to check the Russell Wilson stuff for you guys real quick. See if he's been ruled out yet. Looks like Justin Fields is going to play. They haven't announced yet if he's not going to play. He's still questionable. Korea, what's up, man? God, I want to go to Korea so bad. I live in LA, man. We eat Korean food all the time. It is one of my faves, man. Nice, man. Thanks for subbing, Ronaldo. I appreciate you. Yeah, Russell Wilson has not been ruled out yet. So I'll have to keep you guys posted on that as some of these inactives start to come in for this week 2 slate. They haven't announced anything yet about anyone new. Yeah, that makes sense. Bird's Nest, what's going on, man? I am excited for the Eagles game. Nah, I don't really do the whole video game situation. My brother's really into that stuff, but I don't really have the time. Wife, child, full-time job, do this. I got 2 monetized YouTube channels. I have one that does just finance and stock market information, and I have this sports channel too, guys. So we got a lot of exciting games. Puka Nacua is on IR. He's not going to play. Jake Ferguson, the tight end from the Dallas Cowboys, he is also out this week. They're going to miss him in that offense for sure. Cleveland has a ton of injuries, starting left tackle out, starting right tackle out, starting tight end David Njoku is out. My favorite food, oh man, that's tough. That's tough. My favorite food. My favorite food. If it was like my deathbed meal, I'd probably go New York strip, medium rare, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and some Brussels sprouts with bacon. That's how I roll. My favorite, the Birds, man, the Birds. I grew up actually loving the Buffalo Bills. They were one of my favorite teams growing up, because when I was a kid, like the Bills were like the best team ever, man. Like Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed, Jim Kelly, that era, Bruce Smith, just absolute dogs. I love the Bills, man. Back then, if you haven't yet, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm going over the injury reports right now. Who's in, who's out. Jonah Williams starting right tackle for Arizona. He's out too, guys. So Arizona's offensive line has already been struggling. I want to check the status on the Bears. That's the next team I'm going to check out, because Roma Dunze and Keenan Allen are both questionable. So I want to see if they've been ruled out yet. Not yet, because they don't play till Sunday night. So those injury reports for them aren't going to be released till a little bit later. I mean, it's the 49ers just look so good. And then for the Vikings, guys, no Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison is out for the Minnesota Vikings. So that's a huge part of their offense, especially considering TJ Hawkinson is still on the PUP list and not playing right now. So I don't know how effective this Vikings offense is going to be against a very, very talented San Francisco 49ers defense. Go Birds! Go Birds! All right, so week 2 inactives for the Vikings. We got Jordan Addison, cornerback Fabian Moreau. That's a big loss too. Dwight McLaughlin, D. Lyman, Levi Drake Rodriguez, Jalen Redmond, Walter Rouse, offensive lineman Brett Rippon is the emergency QB3. It's a tough game today, man. Tough game for the Vikings today. They drew a really tough game with that home opener, so I'm leaning towards the 49ers. I have to see Sam Darnold play against a competent defense before I'm going to get confident in him. And if he can go out there and light it up without Jordan Addison, without TJ Hawkinson against the 49ers defense, then Sam Darnold might be for real. But it's hard for me to, I just don't see it. I don't see it happening today, unfortunately. All right, who else is out? Cleveland got some injuries, bunch of injuries. Both their starting offensive tackles are out. Denver was banged up in the week, but it looks like everyone's going to be playing for Denver today. I'm excited for that Jets-Tennessee game, too. That should be a lot of fun. Can Aaron Rodgers bounce back, right? Can he bounce back? I don't know. Yeah, the Commanders didn't look too bad. I mean, they got beat up bad, but they played a really good team. Yeah, it's tough for Tua. The Tua situation's really, really tough, man. I feel bad for Tua. From someone who went through concussion injuries playing football, yeah, I can relate, man. It's scary. It's scary. Because the concussions, man, they really add up over time, and your brain just starts to shut off sooner and sooner and sooner. I hope Tua's okay, but I'm not sure we see him play again. Maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of money on the table, so that's the only thing. If you haven't yet, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Real quick, I'm going to go over some of my bets for you guys. in this live video. I'm going to go over all bets that I placed today for this week's slate of games, guys. Like, what makes you think that Sam Darnold's going to cook anyone? If Aaron Rodgers had trouble doing it, you think Sam Darnold's going to do it? Yeah, he's going to have to talk to a neurologist this week. I mean, Breece Hall is better than Aaron Jones, and he had a really tough time running the football last week. So maybe you're right, maybe I'm wrong, but if I'm looking at it, man, I think he needs to see what the MRI scans say before he makes any decisions, man. All right, we're going to go to some of my open bets for this week, guys. I just did a 3-leg parlay, Chargers, Patriots, Texans. I like the Patriots in that game. I have a Texans, Ravens parlay. Yeah, that's a pretty solid parlay there. All right, let's go through some of my other bets. I got a teaser. I got the Patriots getting 16 points. Buccaneers getting 21 points. Steelers getting 10.5. Texans getting 6.5. Minus 140 odds. I got to lean towards the 49ers, man. Until Jordan Addison, the number 2 wide receiver for the Vikings, is not playing. No TJ Hawkinson. It's going to be an uphill battle. I actually like the Patriots in the Seattle game. The Seattle offensive line is really banged up. I think their starting right tackle's out, and that's already with a terrible offensive line. They probably have the worst offensive line in football, the Seahawks. It's so bad. I know, but this is a different team. How many times have they played in Minnesota since the 90s? That's a great stat, but the Vikings also have Sam Darnold as their quarterback. No Jordan Addison. No TJ Hawkinson. I got a straight money line bet on the Patriots. I got a 3-team parlay, Texans, Ravens, Chiefs. I got another parlay, 49ers, Jaguars, Chargers. I got a 5-team parlay, little bet. I got an underdog parlay. I got Bills. We won that already. Saints, Titans, Buccaneers, Steelers. It's not a bad bet. Yeah, Kirk Cousins is gone, guys. He's with the Falcons, man. Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be a close-ish game, but how are they going to stop that 49ers offense? I don't know. Yeah, but Sam Darnold doesn't play defense. You know what I mean? It's easy. I mean, I'm pretty sure the book is out on what the 49ers are trying to do. They've had the same offense for the last 3 years. Teams have been watching tape on the 49ers for 3 straight years, and they still can't figure them out. And if you don't think Shanahan knows that Sam Darnold was there for a few years and might, give them some information about plays, you're crazy, man. And I'm saying he doesn't play defense. Like, Sam Darnold's not going to make plays on defense. He can know some of the plays, but Shanahan's well aware of that. He's not going to be running a bunch of stuff he's been running when Sam Darnold was the backup there. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I agree that the Seahawks-Patriots game should be close, but, man, the Patriots have a really good defense. And I watched that Seahawks game twice last week, and, man, their offensive line is terrible. Let me scroll through some of these. All right, we got some other bets for you guys. I got the Bills, Ravens, Texans in a parlay, $5 parlay. Ravens and Texans got a cash for that ticket to cash. I got the Bills in 15.5. That is good. And then I got Colts in 10.5, 49ers in 8, Chiefs in 8.5. I love that bet. That's one of my favorite. And I got a Colts money line bet, $10 bet. I got a Chiefs Ravens parlay. I mean teaser, parlay. That's right. That one's a parlay. And I got a 3-team parlay, Jets, Colts, Steelers. I like that one too. That's a solid bet. I got a Jaguars money line bet. And then I got a $5 favorites parlay. $5 to win $80. Texans, Chiefs, Jaguars, Colts, Commanders, Rams. I like that's a fun $5 to win $80. That's a fun little bet. I got a Jaguars Colts parlay. Here's a teaser. Colts getting 10. Commanders getting 11.5. Seahawks getting 9.5. Buccaneers getting 20. Chiefs 8.5. Jaguars getting 10. Yeah, I don't really think it's an upset. The Colts are actually favored by Vegas minus 135, and they played the Texans really tough, man. So I think the Colts should win this game. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is the Colts aren't super good against the run. Joe Mixon tore them up last week. So can Josh Jacobs do the same thing? We'll have to see. Man, the Cowboys have not lost a home game. They're 16-0 in their last 16 home games. So, minus the regular season. They lost at home to the Packers in the playoffs, but they haven't lost in the regular season in a long time, the Cowboys. So, I don't know if the Saints can do it. I think the Buccaneers have a lot of injuries on defense. Like 3 starters are out. So that's a big deal. If they were all healthy, I would say they can definitely beat them. But it's all going to determine by can the Dallas pass rush affect Derek Carr, which I think it will. So that's why I think the Cowboys win that game. Yeah, you could be right. I just think that the Saints offensive line that's not very good is going to have a lot of trouble with Mike Zimmer, the new defensive coordinator of the Cowboys, and that really talented front seven. Yeah, Baker, I mean, he's playing the best football of his life so far, right? If you haven't yet, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you all tuning into our little pregame. And if you like these kind of pregame before the slate starts, little preview show, let me know in the comments below, and I'll keep doing them for you guys. I got another teaser. Jets getting 15.5. Colts getting 7.5. Rams getting 10. Chiefs 5.5. And Steelers getting 8. I got a 3-leg parlay. Ravens, Chiefs, 49ers. So we'll see how that plays out. Thank you guys for tuning into the little preview show. Here's a nice little $2 parlay to win $60. 49ers, I already won that one. Jaguars, Colts, Chargers, Cowboys, Commanders, Chiefs, Steelers. I like the Patriots, man. That's the underdog pick. I like Jacksonville. Yeah, Chugs, I agree, man. I think the Patriots can win this game. Seattle's offensive line is banged up, and they were already like the worst offensive line in football before they're starting. I think he's a starting right tackle who's out. Their offensive line really, really struggles, man. I like the Browns over excuse me. I like Jacksonville over the Browns. The Browns are really banged up. Starting left tackle, starting right tackle are both out. David Njoku, the starting tight end, he's also out. No, I'm going with the 49ers, man. They just looked so dominant last week against a really good defense. The Vikings don't have a bad defense, but they're not as good as the Jets. Yeah, I like the Colts on the road. Ravens obviously should win that game. I'm looking for the Ravens to dominate. I mean, I love the Texans. How are the Bears going to travel to Houston and beat C.J. Stroud in prime time? Caleb Williams looked awful. Nice, man. Who do you need to win today, Kingdom? Yeah, Kwame, I agree, man. I think Aaron Rodgers looked great, but there's the big Brees Hall fumble, a bunch of drops by the receivers. They got to step it up. They got to step it up today. It's never easy winning on the road in the NFL, but I like a lot of these. I got an Eagles Cowboys parlay too. Rams Chiefs. I think I'm going to cash out of this one. Yeah, I'm cashing out of this one. I got a lot of Chiefs exposure, so I want to try to limit some of my exposure. Yeah, I like the Jets to win that game too. Defense is going to swarm the Broncos. Got to go. Later.